every generation has a defining teen comedy / teen movie that is indeed coming of age for them, that truly defines their generation / their time in high school. For me, it was Superbad in 2007. Other people, it was American Pie. For some other people, it was even Porky's or Neighbors or whatever. But one that I saw that I knew a little bit about, Risky Business with Tom Cruise. This is pre Top Gun and post The Outsiders. Tom Cruise. He was 1920 when he filmed this. A classic American comedy, Stephen Schaefer of Us says, celebrates its enduring 25 years young appeal. As a straight arrow son, left home alone while his parents are away, who takes a walk on the wild side, Tom Cruise soared to stardom. Rebecca De Mornay makes a dynamic movie debut as a liberated call girl crossing his path. And the first pitch in the pitch perfect script and direction by Paul Brickman makes Risky Business a first-class affair, says people. And 4 stars, a fantastically entertaining movie, says Roger Ebert. So, there is the infamous scene where Cruise is dancing to old-time rock and roll performed by Bob Seger in the living room with a shirt and some socks and underwear on. I have seen that movie clip a couple times, so I never bothered to look it up anymore. But now I'm aware of the sunglasses and the cursive lettering right here, you see? What makes this movie smart is that, one, it has to there's what I've noticed here is that it deals with the future. It's like, when you're 17, you don't know who you are in life, and you're trying to figure stuff out. You got college, you got your senior year, you got finals. You're just trying to get everything sorted as you're about to enter a new chapter. You enter a new part in your life. So it's like yeah, you can still have fun, but it's time to start taking things seriously. You know, like for example, because he wants to be an entrepreneur. There's this group, the Future Entrepreneurs, and he's a part of it. And it's like, you know, you can have your product, you can sell flowers, you can do that. Ultimately, what's going on here is he's an entrepreneur, but in a different way, because he's left alone for a weekend, which you would think would be like Ferris Bueller's Day Off. And it's maybe a little bit of the same concept. There is a car, and there is a garage, and I guess that there is I know there's a chick. I mean, it's got some similarities, but this is more of just the kind of art house-ish approach. Let me explain. Because one, the relationship feels real. You can feel the genuine chemistry, because when Cruise is looking through the personals, trying to find a woman, crosses off based on what he wants and doesn't want. Looking for a person so he can lose his virginity to. Eventually, there's also a little. This is like, yeah, he sees that, and you know, at first she overstays her welcome. She doesn't have any place to go because there's this schmuck who's the pimp, I think, who takes control. Is like, hey, you look like because you got some smart dialogue here. It's like, hey, Joel, you look like a smart kid. Listen, don't ever try and F with a man's livelihood. And it's a great classical scene. There are some good scenes in here. Like, of course, the dancing scene, the massive party, where coincidentally, there's an interview where he's trying to get into Princeton. So, while he's trying to be isolated in the room with this interviewer, there's a party going on. There's a mattress that's trying to come in. There's some people that are looking through the window, and there's like, hey man, I gotta be home by midnight. And he's like, oh, like a little bit later, and shuts on them. So it's just the absurd. It's what I noticed in that scene was the absurdity of the interview going, because probably this would have been canceled in real life. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe Princeton's a party school. I have no idea. So, it's just it's a coming of age movie of trying to find out where you are in life and get a girlfriend, because it's like this was meant to be seen as for what a 17-year-old does, that the director, the Geffen Company has released, written and directed by Paul Brickman. And this is like, it's a smart movie, because there's also some danger, as when the guy with the gaudy necklace sees that Joel is trying to rescue Lana from him. He actually does manage to steal his furniture and is trying to and says, "Okay, I'm going to steal all your furniture. Now you're going to show me your business acumen by paying me all the money that you received from this party, and you're going to purchase all your furniture back. I'm not going to help you move it, so you need to get stuff figured out, you know." It's got, like I said, this movie, that also has a couple of songs that are used effectively to help enhance the scene. Not overtake the scene, but to just make it poignant and feel like this was meant to be a film that makes you think, and also to appreciate everything that's going on, you know. There is the Talking Heads Temple, Phil Collins in the Air Tonight, and Prince's DSMR acronym. I know almost nothing about Prince, so. But what I found to be interesting was Tangerine Dream. That's right, the German electronica band did a lot of the music, synth, guitar, things like that, and it fits really well, which adds to just the layers of the movie. Just in the sense, it's not all sexual. It's sexual, yes. It's also got some like dramatic lighting and things like that just enhance the scene and make it feel like this is what people in their late teens are thinking and wondering and going about, with sexual desires in the future and everything else, you know? It's the superb writing. It's the chemistry that goes on between with Cruz and De Mornay and things like that. So it's like, and all the scenes, like in the whole, like you got all the movies, you know, your Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Forgot that one as well. This one, because the chemistry of the friendship and the girlfriend is real. It's like, you know, they have an argument about roughly halfway through the movie. It's like making judgments, because we still see that Goodman still has some growing up to do when it comes to like socializing, and maybe a little bit in socializing, but again, it adds to the credence of what it means to be authentic. And it's like when you see each other's past and you try not to, and what I know is that these two are trying to just move on from their past and accept who they are. So that's pretty much what I've seen. The sunglasses that he wears, these ones right here, that is, this is from a company. I forgot which company. They were struggling, trying to... Yeah, what it was, the sunglasses are the Ray-Ban Wayfarer model. Annual sales of Wayfarers were languishing as of 1983, but skyrocketed 2,000% after the movie's release. This and Blues Brothers have contributed to the popularity of the Wayfarers since. There's also, what was that? Hang on. There's also a subplot about an expensive crystal egg that was made by a century-old Corning, New York manufacturer named Stupid Glassworks, who made all kinds of prize pieces until they shuttered operations in 2011, mainly because the demand for crystal declined post 2000s recession. And of course, there's the 2020 Domino commercial that replicates the famous dance scene. Curtis Armstrong replicates the scene as part of it. And in an effort for Tom Cruise, who was 20 during filming, looking more teenage, it appears the producers put him through an unusual bit of physical training. Cruise worked out 7 days a week in order to lose 10 pounds. Once that had been accomplished, he immediately ceased working out and ate extremely fatty foods in order to add a layer of baby fat. This is how he achieved that fresh-faced look. So, yeah, this movie, is what I would consider definitely to be very gosh darn good. If there was like any negatives I could think of, it's like I really couldn't find anything because this is kind of like one of those stylish teen movies that people need to see. Maybe they could have like a little bit more focus on the entrepreneurial side. I don't know. That's really the only fault that I can think of. So if you want a smart teen comedy movie, then I really recommend that you watch Risky Business.